Go get the shuttle, and then by the time you come back, I'll be done with the horsey thingy on my arm, and then I'll have everybody rounded up and ready to go, partner.
Well, hello and good evening. Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 4, Episode 3, Human Best Friend, first aired today in 2026. But here in 2026 on Live Long and Podcast, we're just getting started. Whether you're watching us live on YouTube, Twitch, some people watch us on Facebook, or you might be catching the audio version wherever you get your podcasts. Our mission to watch every episode of Star Trek Strange New World continues. This is your captain speaking, Dave Mater. Tonight's episode takes us from cosmic horror to comedic chaos. Scotty and Ortegas wake up with an alcohol-fueled amnesia. Well, I don't know if it's alcohol, but it's intoxication on a pleasure planet where nothing behaves like fun, forcing them to retrace a chaotic night in this comedic version of The Hangover. We have a top-tier panel to break down
Wasn't
this wild...
The Hangover a comedy?
Well... Hey, we'll get into it. Coming in first, he's claimed the title of Mr. Strange New Worlds, also Mr. Spoilers, I think. He gets a full comedic showcase as a videographer, editor. He has turned every chaotic flashback, every missing memory, every moment where Scotty and Ortega stumble through the aftermath of a blackout adventure, bringing sharp instincts, a great eye for detail, and one simple rule: don't be an asshole and life is good. Jim, the casual, Nolan.
Already broke that rule.
Yeah, you broke your own rule.
Apparently,
it's all in the eye of the beholder. Really.
Look. I will avoid spoilers when the show deserves that kind of treatment, and this episode did not deserve that kind of treatment.
Yes. We'll talk about that.
Have you seen The Hangover? Spoilers. This entire episode.
It was like 5 minutes in. As soon as like the weird trippy effects started and the tribbles started crawling across like the chaos and the mess.
The tribbles.
No, don't get me wrong. The tribbles were fine. I'm like, no, you did not. And then, bam, just straight in, like no subtlety, no nothing. It was just, this is The Hangover. And you know what? I'll just say this.
Hold that thought.
Yep.
You know? Okay.
Sorry.
Just introduce our other panelist. The podcaster formerly known as Mr. Strange New Worlds, if he ever was.
I was Firefly.
You were Mr. Spoilers until Jim took it from you.
Oh,
I don't
care. You know what?
You don't care. I know, but
I just don't care. But anyway.
Yeah. He still wants you to know he's the biggest Strange New World tactician you ever meet. Tonight, he's dissecting every questionable decision Scotty and Ortega's make during their blackout adventure. Every risky step they try to fix it. If there's a flaw in the plan, he's calling it out. It is Jody Simpson.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to be super negative on this episode, but it's a hard watch in some scenarios. But there were a couple good gags, but most of the jokes were just kind of eh.
We'll go through it. Thanks for being with us, you two. Now, Adam was here and then there was
Yes.
2 of them, and then there was none of them. So I don't know what to make of Adam.
So we went clearly from 1 to 2, then 2 to 0, and that's where we're currently at.
I know
It
that
was
might not
just-
make sense what we're saying, but there was literally 2 Adams.
Yeah,
There
it
was.
just another transporter accident.
It could have
that's
been.
the way I can explain.
The other Adam was John, and he
Did we get like a Thomas Riker situation, or did we get like
Might
when
have been.
Kirk,
Might have
when Kirk got turned into the good Kirk and the evil Kirk?
yeah, we should have went live while that was happening. People would understand this better.
But anyway, Adam was
Right now, it
gone.
just feels like 3 rambling idiots on the internet, which is pretty much what this podcast is most of the time. Anyway,
Sometimes there's
but
5 of us, you know. But
sometimes 6. Who knows?
Ashley also supposed to be with us tonight, but apparently a fire alarm went off just at airtime here. So she
And you know what? Safety is more important than a podcast.
I don't know.
Usually,
I would say
Maybe not to Dave, but to
not
everybody
to
else.
me. Safety seems kind of subjective. But you know, like it's
Could
kind
be
of
a
like
real
going
thing
to
going on there. You know?
a planet where you're drunk all the time. Maybe we talk about the safety implications there.
that one kind of threw me for a bit when I heard it. I'm like, wait, the entire planet just makes you drunk, like just breathing it in.
You're
Like-
just drunk the entire time.
Yeah, the entire time. Like, isn't that like a safety hazard or like a medical concern?
Let's talk about
I'm concerned of the fact that everybody can still fly shuttles while they're drunk. This is a problem.
I would think so. Oh,
The Federation does not advocate drunk driving.
Well, that's true. They did have to park the shuttle before they could open the doors. Okay, Adam is with us. There's only one of them. Is it the good Adam? Is it the evil Adam? We'll find out. Here he is. Adam Woodward.
No goatee, no mustache. I'm going to go with good Adam.
That
No
was
scar across it, like scratch marks across his face or something.
Yeah,
next
there's no
time I will
visible
come that way.
scars.
I
Yeah.
will come that way. Nice to see you guys. I'm sorry I missed last week.
Good to see you, Adam. So we were just talking, briefly about the episode. What did you think of the episode?
3 for 3. This was it went like after. Okay, I watched last week's episode last night, and I don't like ghost stories too much. They actually freak me out. And I was walking away. Wow, I had to do something else and watch a comedy after. But then I watched. This
Were you
one
frightened, Adam?
half this morning, and then I'll tell you about that later. But
I'm
half this morning,
frightened, Captain.
and I just finished it a few minutes ago. Man, that was a good episode.
Like I had a good time with it. We are talking about the 33rd episode overall of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds that aired today, August 6th. Written by Catherine Lin and directed by Yana Gorskaya. This episode, they're on a shore leaf pleasure planet here. Spoilers from this point on, if you don't want to know anything else. Dave Foley guest stars as like the proprietor of this pleasure planet. It goes sideways. Scotty and Ortega's wake up with amnesia. They have Pike is getting a tattoo on his face, unlike the Hangover. Magado Scotty.
Well, he got the sleeve one done first, didn't he? And then he.
So they went in
Yeah.
different order. There's a Rodaxian shuttle sabotage. A bomb is planted. A terrorist attack in this episode. So Scotty and Ortega's die, but get a new one, I guess. And and Scotty and Ortega's are friends now. Not romantic, as that was
Right.
feared in the last podcast, that they were setting up some kind of romantic thing here with Scotty and Ortega. So maybe that
Oh,
was
don't
from
be
the
too
first episode.
sure.
no.
There might still be something coming.
No, if they leave it the way they ended this episode and they go no further, I'm happy with that. That would be
no,
like the
don't get me wrong. I don't want it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, don't be shocked if it still happens.
I think that was like the first episode where they kind of they tease that.
Yeah, where they set up like that these two are not going to
Yeah.
be rivals this season, or they're going to have some grudge, because prior to this they really haven't had much interaction.
Yeah.
So,
And-
yeah.
I think there were a couple of guesses of like, oh, are they like teasing the relationship? And I don't know who it was, but I think somebody was like, no, this is just going to be like
Brother, sister.
camaraderie. Yeah, camaraderie, brother sister thing. And they basically ended this episode with that. I'm happy about that. That's fine. Just let it be. It's good, and the reasoning behind the animosity, they explain that, which was kind of a nice part of the episode. Got to admit. But yeah, the Scotty Ortega's thing, fine. That was fine by me.
I'm
It
with
worked.
you.
It worked. They didn't try. Like I think they went the direction of friendship rather than, and they better stay that way. But
Yeah.
it really worked well. I thought they were great together.
Yeah. Was anyone worried like Scotty was going to die?
No.
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 We already know
had-
he's not going to die.
Yeah, we had this discussion last week.
I know. I'm playing with you.
It's
Okay.
a prequel.
Right. Okay. So yeah, like, okay. I'm just giving I thought this was the best episode so far. I thought it was the
Of the
shortest
season?
of these three so far. Yeah. It was my
Really?
favorite.
Wow. Okay. Well, not with you on that one, but all right.
I'm not there either. I think they were like they're all good but very different.
Yeah. It's kind of like, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? It's like there's no real right answer to it. It's just it's bubble gum is the wrong answer. But
My summary
beyond
is it's better than Discovery.
but is it better than I don't know, Voyager? Is it better than Deep Space Nine to you? Like how
Can I chime in on that, because like you know how I felt about last season, and I'm actually rewatching it now. But I'll talk about that some other time. But I did we're 3 for 3. These are very strong episodes, and you know, like I say, all the time, 3 weeks, 3 whatever, anything in three
So which movie are we going to parody next week?
is a trend.
Well, I guess that, Jim has been bringing this up, and I think it's a fair critique. Okay, last week was basically an Event Horizon remake of sorts. This was sort of the Hangover. I don't the first episode. I don't know.
Jurassic Park
or something where you travel back to the prehistoric times. There's less of an example there, but like other, so like that it directly correlates to some kind of a thing we've seen.
Like I get it that almost every subject matter has been covered in a movie. I get that. It just I guess my problem is it seems to be the primary focus right now this season. So hopefully we see some more originality.
But there's the
or at least
subject, and there's
something.
like the how the plot, and like there's
Yeah.
like and but like I don't know, but does that make it an unenjoyable episode? I guess it could. Depends
what?
on-
Said it a million times. This was great when you had 26 episodes a year. Like it's this type of thing was fine, but I don't think we need it all the
So
time.
Jody, I was this morning like at 6 o'clock when I started the first half of it. I thought long and hard about this, because I could have gone the direction of it's not Star Trek, it's a copy, whatever, or it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's not, but it still worked really well as an episode. And I
was
agree.
it an entertaining episode?
10 episodes
Probably.
Look, when another podcast like Trek Culture starts it off with their discussion of, well, Star Trek does another movie and we're doing it for the third time, I don't think that's a good sign. Like if the point of this episode was to get Ortegas and Scotty to bond, which is kind of how I felt at the end of it, like that was the ultimate goal of it.
I actually liked their last scene. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Again, I did like that part, but like you could have done such a much better scenario to get that to happen, i.e., like, I don't know, Shuttle Pod 1 from Enterprise comes to mind, or put them in a scenario where their skills are actually a lot more applicable to the entire episode instead of just like the last.
Well, I guess
5
that's true. I
minutes.
never thought of that, because realistically, these two characters that we follow through a good, I would say at least 70% of the episode, they're not using any of their skills to solve this mystery that they have. They really just come across shit all the time. Like it's, and I get it. That's part of the comedy, I guess, but it's, I don't know. I don't want to shit on it too bad, because, at the end of the day, was I entertained? Yeah, I think I was fairly.
Were you not entertained?
I was entertained, and to be quite honest, I've been entertained this season. Okay, so I will say that for sure. Now, I also think that the first episode of this season was a fantastic episode, even though it was very drawn from various things. But still,
you know what, guys, like when they were doing stuff like that episode last year where Lon went on the holodeck and she became another freaking mystery. Like that episode to me is still like one of the worst. And these ones are, whether they're knockoffs or not, they're doing, the writing's good. I think the storytelling is good, and the acting is pretty damn good as well. And and as you said, Jody, was I entertained? I was entertained today. I laughed out loud a few times, which is odd because I never really do in Star Trek.
I didn't go that far, but yeah.
My big, I think the biggest critique I have for this episode is it completely an original thing? No, it's not.
Not even close.
Aside from that, it's good. Like, I think there was a couple parts that I thought were annoying, but okay. And like the whole thing with Kirk and Spock in this episode.
Yeah.
Like this revelation that it's not this hallucination of Kirk. Kirk was there the whole time. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Well, Kirk is always there. It never makes sense to me why he's always on this show.
Well, I think that was part of the joke, though. Like it's kind of it's poking fun at the fact that the fan base does say, "Hey, look, Kirk's always there," but yet doesn't make a lot of sense for him to be there all the time.
Well, he does have a job on the Farragut, right?
Yes.
First officer.
Okay,
he's the
that's
first
kind
officer
of
of another Starfleet ship.
Always on the Enterprise. Like,
I can understand the occasional run through, but like not every week. But I think that was the whole point of it. Was kind of the gag.
Was there another conference and he just happened to stop off at the drunk planet before heading back to the Enterprise again?
Well, he did say that he met up with them when he was there.
Maybe Pike. Maybe somehow Kirk knows that he's going to get this ship from Pike, and he's kind of like Jay Leno waiting for Johnny Carson.
I think actually Jim Kirk is just an ambulance chaser. I think that's literally what he's trying to do. He's like, you know what? I'm going to follow this Kirk guy around, or this Pike guy around. He's going to die. We know that.
Hello, Ashley.
It's Ashley.
The 5 alarm.
Are you safe?
There we go.
Red alert.
Are you safe, Ashley? Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Can you hear us?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yay.
It's
yeah, you're pretty low though.
You're pretty low. Let's see if I can adjust you. Oh, you're already auto.
Kirk is the next door 80s sitcom. The neighbor. He's the 80s sitcom neighbor.
Maybe
he's like the Kimmy Gibbler of this show now, right?
Like, Kirk being compared to Kimmy Gibbler. Oh my god, what have we done?
He's Kramer, like Pike.
Okay,
the door.
Maybe he's Kramer or he's Kimmy Gibbler. We could go with either. Yes, Ashley sounds faint.
She's working on it. She's working on it. Give her time.
It could be my microphone. I'll just talk a little louder.
I think you do sound better now.
It sounds like your microphone's covered or something.
Far.
It sounds like you're really far from it.
It's breaking, so it might just be really breaking.
All right.
That's all right.
I can try turning you up.
Enhance. Enhance. All right.
Well, Ashley.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm maxing you out on my level. Okay, so Ashley, what did you think of the episode?
I'm 50-50 on it. I think there was some good stuff, and I think there was some stuff I didn't enjoy as much.
What's your number one complaint?
So don't like the Hangover movie. So
well,
it's not for me.
Right. Yeah, well, if you don't like that movie, then
you're probably not movie. You're gonna have a hard time with this episode.
That logic tracks. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like for me, this was my favorite of the 3 so far this season. I
was listening to you guys when I was. I just had everything muted. Well, because obviously the alarm would have interrupted everything because it's annoying. But
for sure,
I was listening.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. No, I think this was the best of the 3.
You think
it's one of the weaker of the series?
Nah, I'm not.
Because it's a hangover, maybe. Like sort of retelling.
Listen, you guys know how I feel about the fun episodes. I always defend the high-ranked episodes. I love them. This one, it just didn't hit for me. It felt too goofy. And I say that as someone who loves Sub Rosa.
That's a serious episode.
Wow. Oh, fuck. I hate Sub
Rosa. There's not one bit of goof off in that. Only serious romance and serious ghost fighting and busting. So, all right.
Dave, feel good.
Yeah. I'll say this. At least this episode didn't piss me off like the last one did. I'll say that.
You were pissed off because you thought it was too much of an Event Horizon ripoff.
Too much of an Event Horizon, and the ending basically just is the straight up gut punch to a Star Trek fan. For me, being a Star Trek fan, it's a gut punch. No explanation. That's where it just killed it for me, and that did make me angry. This one, it was goofy. I didn't like it, but it wasn't rage-inducing. I'll say that.
Well, we don't want to induce your rage, Jim.
I do.
Arg.
Yeah, except for Jody.
Speak for yourself.
All right. Well, let's break.
I'm a catalyst.
That's one way. That's one thing to say about
I had
it.
my rage engaged last season. I don't want that to happen again.
No, we want to keep Adam happy.
I remember last season, Adam. Oh, he was so powerful.
Well, apparently, Adam, I channeled you last episode, so
there you go.
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
We should probably talk about this episode, though.
Let's screenshot it, guys, and break it down. Here we go. All right. Let's break down the episode. So it starts off with Ortega's flying the Enterprise, her personal log, I believe, as she's flying through some difficult asteroid belt or whatever to get to this peace negotiations that Captain Pike will have to mediate. And then we see her getting the warnings here from Scotty and engineering, who thinks she's pushing the ship too hard. This was set up 2 episodes ago. The engineer versus the pilot, the two halves of the ship, and this tug of war over pushing the ship too hard. He sends her warning. She finds that insulting, and she doesn't like it. Going as far as to tape over this part of her display to prevent his alerts from popping up on her console.
The old salesman combo, right there.
I thought
duct tape
there's no
funny
check engine light. Yeah. No check engine light.
Because she keeps blowing out like the intermix.
I missed that opportunity so much, though. They should have had a blinking check engine light. That would have been amazing.
We see more tension with them in like the crew lounge here. They're whatever this 10 forward set is. And Pike and Una pick up on it, saying, "Oh, those two got to kill each other." But we see there's a lot of tension on the ship. La'an is constantly wanting to, rip people's arms off like a Wookiee.
You hang it with Spock long enough, that's gonna happen to you too. Come on now.
Like La'an has gone like full
Spock anyway.
Klingon this season, it feels like. And then meanwhile, Chapel is also got some tension, stress. We haven't spent much time with Chapel yet this season, but she like breaks the glass right in her hand. She's so tense here in the bar, sitting with Mbenga, and saying that
what were her issue have been like.
We don't know yet. That's next step. It's a future episode.
Enough screen probably.
They've been working for 6 months straight. No break.
Yeah.
Pike doesn't. Pike's trying to forget about Marie, and he's just making them all work around the clock. Alpha Shift needs a break. Says
I didn't realize they were in retail, but anyway.
Yeah. Alpha Shift.
Yeah, they're obviously retail workers if they're this mad.
Yeah. So So they pitch going to the Pleasure Planet. I forget the name of it. But we get Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall, a Canadian treasure here, everyone. Is like the proprietor of this Pleasure Planet. It's kind of like this brochure video that the senior officers all get to watch here in the observation lounge, ready room.
Which that whole sequence, I love the fact that the animation style was so high key. Star Trek the animated series.
Oh, it was spot on. It was amazing.
It was great.
So good.
That was fun. That was fun.
This right here was like, oh, this is gonna be a great episode, right? I'm getting all excited.
Yeah, like this was fun. You got the name of that species with the arm in the middle of their chest. I think it's Antosian.
They're probably better at karaoke than you, Dave.
We'll see. Challenge accepted.
All right.
Some reason there's some other old Vulcan here playing the Lyra. He looks pretty drunk. And we even got the suit from Dr. Corby's future android stuff. So that's weird. Anyway, so moving on. They're all going to go to this planet where the atmosphere makes you drunk.
I love the toes. The toes are amazing. They're like little butt plugs.
But it wears off after a few hours, just breathing this atmosphere in. So head on down to Dave Foley's Pleasure Planet.
Pleasure Planet.
There's also a lot of fine print in the brochure and the micro print, which you need to
may cause diarrhea. What?
Exactly.
Wait, no, I thought I thought the doctor said that the effects wear off an hour after you leave. Like
Chapel says that, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're gonna head down. Like Pike's like, this sounds like a great time. Let's do it, everyone. Let's head on to and have a nice little vacation and get ready here. But more Scotty and Erica being tense with each other, and they head down in the shuttle. Now we also know this planet is technology free. Or like you're not supposed to bring like any tricorders or personal devices with you, but there is obviously power here.
Also neon.
Yeah, so not supposed to bring anything, but Uhura, she snuck in a tricorder. So did Scotty because they're workaholics. Nerds. They have to get prepared. And then I don't know. They eventually arrive at the planet here, park the shuttle, and they open the doors and the atmosphere starts to come in, and it's like an acid trip right away. They are tripping out hard. It is hello. Like, would anyone actually enjoy this? Like,
no.
If you could go to this place, I would, but I think I'm the only one. Because I don't know if people would want to be out of control. Basically permanently, right? You like, at least when you drink alcohol or whatever, it wears off. You can recover. Here, you would just constantly feel this, wouldn't you?
Not with my coworkers.
Yeah, but this is like euphoric, so I don't think it would be that bad if you're euphoric and you don't have that bit where you like go too far. Aside from if you get the dragon bomb or whatever the fuck it was called.
Well, Erica. It went too far for her because then we see it's like a time jump. It's like the next day.
Coke everywhere.
There's
no, just kidding.
Feathers. That someone stabbed that watermelon with 7 knives.
I love this headband though.
I'm gonna
headband
make this.
is. Oh, are you really? I'll wear one.
Yeah.
Okay. She likes.
I
gotta
at least get a picture with it on.
She has a cast around her arm as well. Did she break her arm? There's
tribbles.
There's tribbles everywhere. There's lots of empty glasses. There's
I love the costume. That's great though.
There's somebody in a Mugado costume. It turns out to be Scotty after Erica's beating him up, and he's he sues for peace.
This
and neither
me of Lower Decks. All the
it almost makes me think this may have actually been
Yeah, like even her headband is an Easter egg with the one broken antenna. Like, there's just so many little Easter eggs to so many different series in this that it felt very Lower Decks. I really enjoyed this.
It was Lower Decks vibes.
This little goofy thing,
episode.
like this scene was great. I didn't mind it.
But wait a second, guys. This is exactly like waking up in The Hangover. So either you do like it or you don't like it.
Well, I don't like The Hangover, and I don't like a lot of this episode, but I liked this.
But she likes Easter eggs.
I can like things that I want to like, Adam. You don't get to control me.
I said I was happy on the episode, so
yeah, Adam.
Did this happen in The Hangover?
Adam,
because like Scotty like falls over because even though when Erica wakes up, she's not drunk anymore, but Scotty still is, but he doesn't remember either, and he nearly impales his head on some broken glass here or whatever.
With lens flares.
Again, like they say this is euphoric. I don't think like as much as I would like to be this fucked up for like an entire vacation, like I think like something bad's gonna happen to you at some point, you know. More than likely, but anyway,
this goes back to whoever said it earlier about how like this planet would be a complete liability. Like everything on it is.
That's why I have the fine print. In the
always read the
brochure.
fine print, kids,
and the microprint. Here comes Dave Foley.
Well, I mean, Risa always proves to be a liability too.
It's another pleasure planet. It's another pleasure planet.
And there was that other pleasure planet, like the Shore Leave episode from original series, where like McCoy gets killed by like Alice in Wonderland or something, or at least the rabbit.
Oh yeah, that episode was just called Shore Leave. Yeah.
And the moral of the story is never go on vacation because it will be bad.
Never go with your coworkers. Don't go with people you work with. It's a bad idea.
It is true. Anyway, Dave Foley shows up. He has a letter here for Captain Pike that he wants delivered in a time because Pike's not in his room. But we'll find out later that this is apparently part of something Dave Foley is trying to, I don't know, get them going here. Anyway, so they're on their way to find the captain. And what could it mean? We have to see if we can track him down. There's also this blade in the wall. Anyway. That is our teaser for the episode, and then after our credits, it
all goes downhill.
They're making their way through the hotel. They're trying to find. They go to Uhura first, right? No, Spock.
This is like right away though. You can tell like Ortega's already taking care of Scotty right away.
Oh yeah, she's trying to manage Scotty. Yeah, Spock is also stoned out of his mind, but he's not showing it. But I guess by his standards he is, but he's not letting on too much. He's like, "Come in, everybody. I'm sorry for the mess. I was playing 3D chess with myself." Lon's not here. She's off busting heads or something. She's on a different journey here. Anyway, so they're looking for Spock's help, but Spock's too messed up. And we also find out he thinks he's hallucinating and seeing Kirk, but he's not. Kirk's actually here, still in his uniform for the entire episode.
Kirk is a professional.
Okay,
it's that simple. The man knows how to party all night and work all day.
Yeah, I guess so.
2 years.
So anyway, but at this point, we think that he's actually an hallucination. Spock is just seen, giving Spock a hug and everything else. This is the human best friend of the episode. Like this is what we're referring to. Then we got we'll go. Erica and Scotty make their way next to Uhura, who is having a party in her room.
Is the worst on this episode. The absolute worst. Every scene she's in is fucking terrible. Oh god,
she annoys you,
and I like her. Oh yeah, I like her normally, but
is she too happy for you?
It's a drunk character, using vibes and stuff like that. Oh god, drive me nuts. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, the fact that she went full hippie is that why
you're on your journey?
I have nothing against hippies.
Anyway, well. The hippie Uhura is not very helpful.
True.
Anyway, so this is part where she grabs her mouth. They go to the bar next, and they run into Una, who is doing karaoke. I'm assuming this is in the morning, right? Because like Erica and Scotty just woke up or midday.
I think it's early morning. Yeah.
Yeah, karaoke in the morning. I'm down, but
I know you're down for sure.
because Una is doing Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart in Klingon, as well as she's planning to sing many others here.
Klingon power ballads. I love it.
Klingon power ballads.
I loved that they put that in there, that Klingons love power ballads, because it makes so much fucking sense. They also love opera.
They love opera. They love.
I love that.
Acid punk. They have diverse
original Klingon.
Indeed. But yeah, and then Mbenga shows up.
Society.
Mbenga is running the bar, but Mbenga is also messed up, drunk out of his head. He's trying to like throw the bottles around, and he keeps dropping them. And there's a little Easter egg here. He makes a green cocktail for Scotty. Presumably, it's some kind of a Aldebaran whiskey cocktail or something. It's green.
What is it?
It is green.
Lovely. It's not easy being green.
But this gets back exactly to Ashley's point, though. Like, all of the stuff that's in this could have easily been in a Lower Decks episode.
Yeah.
Like all these little Easter eggs and all that stuff for sure.
Well, I guess, but Lower Decks was canceled, so I guess they have to carry the torch.
Well, this is canceled too, technically. So.
Yeah. We find Pike.
It's ending. Let's not.
Yeah, that's a fancy way of saying we're not paying for it anymore.
Oh boy. You know what? The way you guys are going tonight, it might as well be canceled because it's running its course. We're done. We need a break.
I'm just citing the plot of the episode. Pike was getting that tattoo. Hey, this was maybe some fun, I thought.
Well, and the funny thing is they cover his other arm, which actually in real life has a full tattoo on it.
Like what I thought of Christopher Pike before this series and now what I think of him 4 seasons later is very different. This man is a goofball, a complete
I'm okay with that though. I still have a bit of a man crush on him for sure.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying like he's like the least serious of any captain.
Well, I would disagree. I mean, what's her name from Holly Hunter in Academy was pretty.
Maybe Holly Hunter and him can compete, but
when you think about it, though, Kirk, this is somebody that Kirk idolizes. They don't really show it much now, but in a way, this kind of makes the character of Kirk more silly, which he was. Like
Kirk, playful. I would say playful. Yeah,
playful. Yeah, exactly.
Then you compare him to Pike from the original series, the pilot episode, and he was just like he was so
stoic,
depressing,
very stoic, and very boring. Really
depressing, stoic. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
this man is not boring. I will say that
is not boring. Absolutely.
But even the Bruce Greenwood Pike was pretty stoic as well. I thought
Bruce Greenwood was stoic, but. The original Pike from the series, like he was just complaining like the entire time.
In that one, he's like, "Do I even want to stay in Starfleet? I lost some people on the last mission, but
right."
But I get that there's more to him, and now that I have more context on who Christopher Pike was. Yeah, sure, like great in a serious situation.
The lesson here, kids. Yeah, the lesson here, kids, is drugs are fun.
Drugs are fun. Anyway, so Pike reads the letter that's delivered to him by Erica and Scotty, which says, "Oh, the aliens are coming. The ones we're supposed to negotiate with in 2 weeks. They're coming to us, and they're going to be here in like 2 hours."
This was funny too because the line is saying if we should do this on the Enterprise, it would drive Uhura crazy.
Yeah, we should do this on the Enterprise. It's going to drive her crazy. Yeah, it's just like
because he's talking about the letter.
Yeah, like this is something he thinks about, even drunk. Anyway, he's
look at the smile.
The smile is great, though.
Like they're having a great time. Like
that guy could sell me car insurance, no problem.
Geico.
Anyway, this is Pike on mushrooms.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Right. Yeah. I think that's how he's interpreting this planet, right?
Yes.
So
that is one thing.
Him. He's got the giggles hard.
Yes.
That is one thing I have
to say. And this is while he's getting a sleeve tattoo done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single one of these goofy episodes, even if I don't like them one damn bit, I can tell that the actors are putting in an effort every single time, and I cannot fault them for that. every time. So
when he said like, "You'll round him up and we'll get a partner," I fucking laughed my ass off. It was hilarious. And then I don't know, like the joke where he was like saying to the tattoo artist, "You should come to Montana." That was less
right.
But I'm like, what? You're just gonna have your tattoo artist like live at your house? Whatever. Anyway, so then where do they go to look for the shuttle, and like I guess the garage. This was like the shuttle garage where you like look up where your car is stored.
It's kind of nice that you can monitor your vehicle though at any time. That's
kind of nice. But and then this episode turns into "Dude, where's my car?" Where they're like, "Where's the shuttle? We can't find it." And we find out that there's like a certain chip, which is basically like the key. We got to find the key to the shuttle, the key to the car. This lady who's like the attendant, she was like, "Oh yeah, you told me to like throw away the key, or you were the one who moved the shuttle in the first place, Scotty," which he doesn't remember. I hardly laughed at "Dude, where's my shuttle?" So they make their way over to where are they going now? I can't remember what they were talking about.
What they're talking about here is that
no. They need a tricorder. They need like some kind of a computer or tricorder to go. Oh geez, we got Shaggy with us, everyone. Hey Shaggy.
The Shaggy?
Yep, the Shaggy. How are you?
Oh boy.
Wow.
Shaggy. Did you enjoy the episode?
I found it better than last week. So yes, I could say I enjoyed it.
That's good. So we just had the part where they go back to Uhura because they know that Uhura has her tricorder. Because they confirmed that earlier on, but she doesn't want to give it to them because she doesn't like their energy and know they're fighting. So she's not going to give it to them right now.
God, I just wanted to punch her.
Anyway. Okay, I think I'm starting to see what Jody's seeing now. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it was so bad. Anyway,
I think they're trying to put more of Celia Rose Gooding's personality into this than
well,
maybe
remember
her,
though, like she's the one who will always work. So yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no problem with that. I just I think she's wasted in this episode. She's just wasted. Like there's nothing, and I don't mean that as the pun. I mean acting wise, I think she's wasted. But anyway.
I mean, when you're a workaholic, it makes sense that she probably cut loose the most of anybody
for
in this
sure.
episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, she makes Ortegas
getting a tattoo. That's what I want to know.
She makes Ortegas and Eric and Scotty like apologize to each other before she'll give the tricorder over, which she eventually does. And then Scotty's trying to get it going, but then there's a security program. This happens so quickly, it's hard to follow. But he just throws it over like the railing, like over like onto like the next floor of this.
Well, because they're not allowed to have technology.
Right. So he just throws it away again. He's still kind of drunk.
Oh no. Or Ortega's asked to
throw
see
it to her.
Yeah, and he was tossing it to her.
He throws it over, it breaks. I don't know. Yeah. So then it's
I love
that. They don't have it anymore. So what are they going to do?
Now they're on a rooftop, even though they're not.
Now they need help. Somebody who could hack a computer. Scotty thinks he's too drunk to do it, so they have to. So they go to Spock, who says he's completely plastered out of his head, but he's not showing it. Like they're trying to get him on point here, and he goes to like this office, and he decides to mind meld with a plant. Is that what happens here? Yes.
Unfortunately.
I guess this was done for comedic purposes. Like now Spock's really done it.
He senses that the plant is the computer.
Yeah, photovoltaic
is the computer
or something.
Photosynthesis technology.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, sure.
And you think he's
sure.
being an idiot and hallucinating it, but that it is the computer.
Wow, he really didn't like to answer that. He really didn't want to. He's like, forget it.
The plants fight back.
The plants, they have taken over the stream.
Wait, I seen that in a movie somewhere.
Really?
What?
Too, eh?
No.
Anyway, mind meld with the plant. He finds out where the shuttle is. It's on top of a building.
Nakatomi Plaza, maybe.
Yeah. Perhaps.
Or the Hive for Resident
This
Evil.
is the first time where they're like, Spock, come with us and find the shuttle. And he's like, no, I can't go. I'm too messed up.
I need to ask you guys a serious question here. Okay, the minute I saw the cast on her, I knew there was something going on. Because, A, they don't have cast now. Like, they just fix shit. So I'm sure she could have got some sort of medical attention.
Jody, did you miss the line where he said, Chapel said you refused to have it fixed?
Oh, okay. So she was the one that wanted the cast then.
So they addressed it. Yeah, that she.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I mean, we find.
All
out
right, I must have
why,
missed that. Yeah.
They did address it at the beginning, and they said.
Oh, and here I thought I was all cunning because I caught that at the beginning.
I think it was Uhura that said that. Chapel, I heard about your arm.
Okay.
Chapel said you refused to have it fixed.
Oh, I remember that line now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm dumb. Carry on.
So he's seen Scotty and Ortega's as plants. Did you guys like this?
I love that Ortega's has no clothes on. Where are her clothes?
She has a cast. She's wearing a cast.
I'll admit I chuckled
So
at
he's
this.
imagining Ortega's naked right now. HR.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he's with
This just
La'an.
reminds me of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but anyway.
Yeah, I chuckled a little bit. Like, yeah, it was kind of funny. But not like, ha, 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 ha. No.
I think that's the biggest problem I have is the fact that it wasn't that funny of an episode. But I think they wanted it to be.
I thought it was fun. Anyway, so then they leave and Kirk reappears. Again, we think he's an hallucination, but it's not. You know, he's like, hey, like, you know, he's like, I need to open up of all my fears and insecurities to my best friend, which I don't have, a human best friend. He's like, we don't call it a human best friend amongst humans. It's just called a best friend. And then they start talking about he starts opening up to Kirk in a lot of ways, which I guess
I was hoping for the clay scene in Ghost.
Maybe.
I think that would have suited the scene.
Then Ortegas because Spock won't come with them. They go to get La'an because they need some muscle, I guess, or they need someone who can. They need some support. And La'an is trying to run the yoga class, I guess, or the Pilates, but she's also threatening people with a staff and saying they don't have enough honor. So
everybody has their own cool way of vacationing, Dave.
Yeah, I guess La'an's an angry drunk.
She wants to get them all up playing Ambujitsu.
She was great. This was another great scene. I thought this was hilarious.
Ambujitsu to the death tournament. But she comes.
Riker's dad would have loved her.
Yeah, Riker. Like, this is the daughter I always wanted. Just call Riker. They get her on. They get La'an to help them. They go to meet these guys in like this warehouse. And she's like, I'll deal with this. I'll go negotiate with them. And she heads over to talk to them, but then she immediately starts beating one with his stick and breaking his leg or something like this. And then she comes back after choking him out. And she's like, I am now their leader, but now I have to do something to like earn their respect or something. So give me the shirt. I have to take Scotty's shirt and hand it over.
It's my favorite shirt.
It's my favorite shirt. Yeah,
I'm a little cold
I get it.
now.
That shirt's legit.
It is legit, and I would be my
legit.
favorite
It's
shirt.
awesome.
I would totally wear the shit out of that shirt.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's got a Mugado on.
They
on
need
there too.
to sell
That
that
is a
shirt.
Mugado, yeah.
Oh my god, it does. You're right.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
It's even
time.
way cooler now.
Oh my god, a Magutu.
This shirt will appear in Star Trek Online on the Ryza summer event this next year. Watch out; it will be available. And I will purchase it.
Dave predicts.
Anyway, so they head to where the shuttle is, up on
Remember,
top
no
of the.
technology planet, but we got hologram emitters.
Well, I guess it only applies to the visitors. It
They
seems
have
like.
technology. They just don't want you bringing technology.
Right.
Ah, there you go.
They find the shuttle, but it's locked, and they're looking to see if they can get through here. But then they figure out that they have the key with the chip to get in there, and they figure out it's Ortega's cast. It's locked inside the cast, which they then cut open because I guess her arm wasn't broken, and it's got the key in there. But just then they get black bagged by these faceless men and hypo sprayed and taken away. What's going on?
Hypo sprayed with air.
Scotty thinks his eyeballs have been removed, but he just has a black bag on his head.
Oh, they could have did a Casino Royale here. That would have been amazing.
I kept thinking Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Oh yeah, that could have
guys
worked too.
again. You guys are confusing the shit out of me. You say that you don't want the movies redone, but everything would be better if it was another scene from another movie.
Well,
I've already covered this, Adam. You are not the boss of me.
so he doesn't have to have a logic to why he hates things.
I just don't like The Hangover.
All right, Ashley. You, I guess. The rest of them, forget it.
Hey.
Anyway.
I'm trying to embrace the comic whimsy of this episode.
It's funny.
Ortegas and Scotty, like
the Muppets Take Manhattan.
Maybe they have to work together to get out of their bindings and work to, they kind of have a little bit bonding moment. Then Dave Foley shows up creepy as fuck with a knife, and he's ready, but then he cuts them free and says, "You told me to tie you up at this point. This is all part of your plan." And they're like, "Why would we tell you to do that?"
Oh, they paid for the VIP package.
But we signed it up with up high fives or whatever it was, like that's how it goes. And they're like, that just seems like something I would do.
This is when I recognized Dave Foley. This scene here.
You didn't recognize it until this point?
It was I don't know why, but he played this guy in Kids in the Hall like 40 years ago or 30 years ago. It was crazy. So,
yeah. I watching this today, I had to pull my favorite clip from Brain Candy.
I love Brain Candy. That's such a good movie.
Even though Dave Foley's not in this scene, I thought it was worth pulling.
It's made from monkey cum, Pardon me? The drug. It's made from monkey cum. They keep these monkeys locked in a room all day, and then they make them jack off. And then they take the cum and they boil it or something, and that's what the drug is made of. They make them jack off. Oh yeah, they show them this animal pornography, really kinky stuff like two dogs making love with a cat or, a bat and a pig, That's bullshit. Okay, you two, out of my cab. I don't like that kind of language, all right? Yeah, well, you're obviously not on it. Move it out of here. You're not getting taller, one, you ugly man. I don't give a crap, you stupid slinky.
There you go. Sorry. Thanks for indulging me there. But Kids of the Hall, Canadian classic.
Stupid movie, but it's so funny.
Nicole DeBoer also in that movie. Anyway, so we head to the bingo scene next, where is there a Vulcan running bingo? Is that what's going on here?
I think so.
I didn't think you could make bingo more boring, but they figured it out. This is brutal.
Chapel likes bingo.
But I do like the Chapel part, though. That's good.
And she's going crazy, and she's like feuding with these goblin ladies. I'm not sure where they're meant to be from, but they're getting pissed off, and Ortegas and Scotty have to get involved and pull Chapel away from intense bingo action.
He's feisty as hell, though. It's great.
And then the goblins go red-eyed, and I don't know, as a big fight breaks out. But then Lon shows up with her crew, and they got sticks, and they're ready to fight. And then now the goblins are fighting Lon, but Lon has to go off with them. And I don't know. Anyway, so they have to get to the shuttle, and bingo continues. And then they are heading out. They finally all get on the shuttle, and they're all going back to the Enterprise. Still messed up. We see Pike now has this big tattoo all over his face.
At least he's not missing a tooth.
At least he's not missing a tooth or a gold tooth here as they're getting this all going here, and they have to head back. And the effects, even though it was supposed to wear off after an hour, it's not wearing off quite as quickly. But they are all on duty, and they need to.
Time frame works because they had 2 hours to get up there and meet the. that crew. I mean, the delegation.
Right. Could they not have, I don't know, gotten beta shift to do it?
One would think.
They're untrustworthy.
No.
Delta shift.
We don't trust those damn beta shifters.
There's no Delta shift on this ship.
So
there will be, though.
We head back here and we see Pike and Una are still messed up. They don't like bright lights.
So
bright. The aliens arrive. There's like 2 factions from this alien planet.
At least they're not in the Kelvin timeline. That would be terrible.
And Pike's, I guess, Pike's just got this tattoo over his face, like almost like Chakotay had in that dark Living Witness episode. If you remember how they reinterpreted Chakotay's tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, it's something. They went for it on there anyway. And
Mike Tyson would be proud.
Not subtle. Back down in the hangar, Scotty is working on the shuttle. I guess Ortegas is working on the shuttle, and Scotty finds her there, and they're trying to figure out what was going on with this. And as they're working on it, they start to bond, and they start to kind of work out their differences, you know, about how Ortegas, when she originally went to the academy, she had trained to be an engineer, but wasn't so good with the engineering stuff, and ended up becoming a pilot because she could do well, although pilots have to learn a lot of math and things as well. Scotty said, I kind of always wanted to be a pilot, but then I was better as an engineer. I avoid the helm. So we find out that the source of their friction was envy, and it's all better.
This is one of the few scenes that I actually appreciated it for exactly what it was. It was good. It was informative. It was actually kind of like emotional to a point.
Character development.
Like, this was a good scene.
Yeah.
The rest of it, who cares?
Well, it was because it's not just this scene. It was also the scene where they had to escape from the chairs. Because we find out Scotty has 6 brothers, and everything else. That's something I don't think we ever knew. Their family histories and the way that things that their mothers taught them. Like, anyway, from worst enemies to best friends has been established. But then Scotty finds something in the shuttle's systems. He picks it up, and it turns out it's a bomb. And if he lets it go, it will blow up.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Dave. I got a behind-the-scenes shot of this one here. Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, ready?
Sure. Oh, sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb. Anyway,
I was hoping Kevin would be here because he would have really appreciated that picture.
I appreciated it. It was good.
It's a good picture.
It was good.
That's a great shot.
We got Pike trying to mediate the session here with the 2 groups, and he's still kind of. And then so Ortegas tries to come to tell everyone about the bomb, which I think is important.
It seems so, yes.
I love the fact that the speech is tattooed on his fingers.
Yes, he tattooed.
Like, did he spend every waking moment on this planet getting tattooed? Because he's got a lot of work done here.
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
Listen, my man likes a little pain with his pleasure.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
So Ortegas is trying to get Pike's attention, but Una shoos her away, and then because they're also out of it still. Like, we see from Uhura's perspective that she's not quite seeing straight, if you will.
But this was great. Telephone starting.
Pass the message on to Una, and then pass it on, and then Spock shows up. I hear there's a problem with the avocados, and they're all about to blow up or something. Was that right? And she's like, no. I was like, well, the next conclusion is it's a bomb. Yes. Will you help me with the bomb? No, you're still a cactus. I can't help.
She's wearing clothes though this time. Actually,
she has clothes.
This time.
Yeah.
HR got involved.
They're on duty, so it's a different thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I was reading comments. Apparently, because I didn't hear it. Apparently, when the cactus turns and starts walking away, you can hear the sound of a clay pot being drugged across the floor.
I heard.
I didn't hear it.
That
I
sounds
didn't
awesome.
hear that, but that is
kind
of funny.
Oh wow, I didn't hear that at all.
That's a fun touch. Anyway, so Spock's trying to help Scotty and Ortegas deal with this bomb, and he's like, "Hey, did you find this basically it's a memory disk with like a message on it. It was on the floor of the shuttle this whole time. Let's put it in and see what it says. There's a video message. Oh, look, it's Ortegas and Scotty when they were drunk last night. They say, hey, in the future, when we're not drunk, can you guys fix everything? That we couldn't, because we found the bomb and we stored it here, and don't let the shuttle leave, and all these things. And I don't know. They had to head to the costume party, I guess, and that's why they're all dressed up here. But they're now kind of understanding a lot. Oh yeah, the key being hidden in the cast and everything else, and the hangover reveal, I guess, with them finding all the pictures from the night before. But Scotty was like, okay, well, you just gotta like launch the shuttle with me in it, and that's I'll have to sacrifice myself. That bomb looks like one of the 4 devices to be arranged right to expose a changeling. Yeah, it's a little bigger, but yeah, because those ones were a little like more like baseball size. But anyway, but Scotty can't fly a shuttle since he can't use his hands. So Erica is gonna have to fly the shuttle out, and it's like Spock's like, I can probably beam you out right before it blows up. You'll probably be fine. Even though I am kind of drunk and I could be a little messed up. Again, there's like a beta shift, like transporter operator, like who wouldn't be drunk potentially. But anyway, but then
I feel like I trust slightly inebriated Spock over regular human any day.
I guess so. And now we got Kirk's here, and he's helping. And I don't know. Spock tries to say, "Hallucination, be gone," but then be gone hallucination, but then Kirk slaps him across the face and says, "Do you want another one?" And he's like, "I don't want another one. Let's work together." Anyway, funny. They start working together, and this is like kind of the fun. And now in the shuttle, we got Ortegas and Scotty having the kind of like, this might be our last moment before we die, like goodbye. Anyone else? And then we see the shuttle coming into the view of Pike and the crew here in like the observation lounge as they see the shuttle come out. And as Pike's walking forward, like one of the aliens is like, "Hey, I'm talking to you." And he just goes, "Shush it. I'm looking out the window."
After she's saying how insulted they were, though.
How insulted they were. But then the shuttle blows up and it creates a great firework display for them all. It's quite the spectacular event, which the aliens apparently love. It's part of their cultural something or other, and it wins them over. All of the discourse is aside, and then Erica wakes up here on the transport pad. Scotty says the afterlife looks a lot like the Enterprise, and they made it. And Spock's like, "Hey, you're alive," and everything's fine. They're laughing. Just back with Pike here. The aliens say, "We are ready to start those peace negotiations right away." That was awesome. Thanks, Pike. And he's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem. It was all part of my plan."
Get in here for the big bear hug.
Get in here for the bear hug. Yeah. And then back with Ortegas and Scotty. They're like, they're still happy they're alive. They're laying here on the transporter pad. And Scotty's like, "Yeah, it looks fine." But then we see his thumb has been blown off his right hand. So Kirk just gave back to the ship for reasons. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Scotty's thumb blown off. See, to me, like this would have been good again. And Spock's horrified in a way because he shared so much personal information with Kirk when he thought he was just an hallucination. So they're gonna have to get over that. But I guess more like setting up their friendship and why they're friends in the first place. Back there's kind of this final scene here in the lounge and the 10 forward. Like I think they said, like, let's go back to that planet every year and party, and I don't think that's going over that well with all of them. Pike's back. He's looking to get his tattoos removed from his face by the doctor. But the doctor's like, "Before I do any medical stuff, watch what I can do with the bottles." And he throws the bottles up in the air, and he's not dropping them anymore. He's not drunk. He's sober and benga. And he's got the precision of a surgeon. Not for long. He's making a cocktail.
After being drunk for however long they were there on that planet, do you really think this is the best idea to get drunk on the ship?
Like, usually I don't want to go to the bar after.
Like, you might want to give it a few days, guys.
Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog works.
Hair of the dog works fine.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's what Mbenga's going with.
And
I think Pike should just leave the tattoos there forever.
You just know there's some nerd out there that's already translated all the stuff that's on his face as
how's that going? How's that going, Jim?
I'm halfway through.
Okay. I did see something on Twitter about like some of the words that were written on there.
Oh God!
I tried to stay away and not get spoilers, but yeah, I saw on Twitter that the nerds are already at work.
Good nerds. Anyway, the Enterprise off its way. There's kind of this final like sequence here, scene with Ortega's back on the bridge, getting more alerts here from Scotty. And then she goes down to talk to Scotty about it in engineering, say, "Oh, did I push the ship too hard?" And he's like, "Oh, just a bit, but I'm just replacing this part." And she's like, "Well, maybe I could ease into my maneuvers a little bit more and not, have you replace parts all the time."
Did she leave the helm in the middle of an asteroid field?
Someone's over.
Someone from Beta Shift will take over. Oh wait, no.
The real heroes of this ship.
Anyway, and kind of a final moment, nice little like Ortega's and Scotty are friends now, and that is the end of the episode. But then we get like funny blooper credits with
I didn't mind this. I thought this was okay.
Una singing "Total Eclipse of the Heart" in Klingon, kind of going back and forth, showing us some of the costume party scene that we missed from the night before.
The dragon is the ball of smoke or drugs or whatever.
Right. Is this like the dragon? Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the dragon apparently.
Yeah. So rock, paper, scissors, or whatever they were playing here. I don't know. They were all having some fun. Clearly. A Dojin. That's the name of the 3-armed species. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, nice little Canadian, Quebec, Ontario logos, BC logos all over their faces.
Yay!
Yeah. Tax credits. All right, everyone. That is our episode summary and screenshots. Adam, would you like to trivia us? Fun fact us.
Let's do it.
Okay. Fun fact us. This one.
Here's an interesting piece of trivia. A multi-steroid injection is put into the shoe, making sure it's strong enough to support the 400-pound weight brought on by the average American.
Well, fun fact us, Adam. I want sexiness. I want fun factiness. Muted.
Fine.
Apparently, we were all muted.
Now we're good.
Must be the video.
I guess what happens when you press play on that video, I go mute. So now
you do, but
your
then
sexiness is too much. It needs to be muted.
But we're all supposed to be unmuted by it. But anyway.
Anyway, guys, so this is how Dave Foley joining, as you know, the Kids in the Hall legend appear as Dendrew, marking his first live-action Trek role after previously voicing a Ferengi in Lower Decks.
He voiced a Ferengi? Oh, in the animated. But Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall, he was on that Voyager episode. Remember where Neelix and that, like, there's that, he's all hedonistic because his planet's all like,
Well, he basically got him to play Buddy Cole again. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, he's like, he plays to be Buddy Cole, but an alien. And they're like, sure. There we go. Writer cameo in this episode. Writer Catherine Lynn appears on screen as the Enterprise bingo caller. That's Catherine. That's Catherine Lynn, eh?
Yeah. Una sings the most Klingon power ballads here, including Total Eclipse of the Heart. She also has, are you ready here? Yellow Battle Cruiser, Romulan Rhapsody, Let It Go, Smells Like Bad Blood Wine, and Aim for a Second Heart, all queued up in her list for that evening or that morning, whenever she's singing.
And was she, like, based on the flashback, like, was she just singing the karaoke power ballads all night? Like, when we meet with her the next morning, she just never got off stage, right? It was basically what.
Well, I
She
mean,
was just
you know that she likes
she
to
was
sing.
David it up. It was great.
Yeah, it was really good. Even when you get to that short treks where she was in the turbo lift with Spock and she sang Gilbert and Sullivan.
That's right.
You know,
yeah, so she likes to sing.
Yeah. Okay. I had to look this up a little bit, but there's a big canon bombshell in this episode. It's a term called, I guess I'm going to be, my Vulcan's going to be tested here, but Tahila, and it becomes spoken canon. In Gene Roddenberry's 1979 footnote in the novel of the motion picture, he referred to something called a Klingon term called, Vulcan term called Tahila, which refers to meaning brother, friend, lover all at once. So in this episode, Spock actually says it for the first time.
That was fun.
Yeah. So this marks the first time in franchise that has been spoken aloud. The concept was defined 47 years earlier by Gene Roddenberry.
Not a 47 reference?
No, I guess I just...
Oh, it still is. Yeah.
Coincidence.
Or is it?
Excuse me here. The Redaxians actually diplomatic protocols echo the Jurata in the Big Goodbye and Tac in Voyager Microcosm, and the Cretaceans in Enterprise. So it's been the diplomatic protocols are really followed again in this episode.
There was the species that eats in private in the same way you would have sexual relations in private, and they find eating in public to be obscene. So all kinds of cultural differences.
Yeah. Human Best Friend is being celebrated, and there's lots of good chatter about this because it advances the Kirk Spock's canon in ways that fans have waited for years for, apparently. We wondered, how do they develop their friendship? Well, this could be part of it.
Okay.
I know Jim doesn't like that.
No, it's just like I was never curious. I just figured, there was time on the Enterprise where they just, became good friends. I wasn't really.
You weren't really worried about that. It just happened.
I wasn't worried about it. No.
Like when we first meet them in that pilot, it's clear that they haven't been serving as captain and first officer for very long, a very short, Kirk has just recently become the captain, Spock has just recently become the first officer when we first meet them in that pilot, but they clearly already know each other, but it's not clear how long they've known each other. But here's what I need. Okay. I need this for this this show, right? Wrath of Khan establishes that Carol Marcus knows Spock, right?
Yeah.
Get Carol Marcus in this show. Establish that backstory with Carol Marcus and Spock. So it makes
might happen. I bet you they do that in season 5.
Because I'm what? Come on, if we're gonna do this prequel, that's one of the big things you need to check off, in my opinion.
And the way that they teased that last week, they touched on the Carol Marcus Kirk relationship, but they didn't close it yet.
Well, yeah, and it'd be interesting to see who they would get to play Carol Marcus. She better not be British. That's all I got to say.
Wow.
It was so dumb. It was so dumb that she's British in Star Trek Into Darkness. Her dad's American. The original actress was American. But this version is British because we wanted Alice Eve, I guess.
Yeah, that was the only thing.
She went to a British boarding school. There's an explanation.
Well, okay. Well, what about Jean-Luc's British accent, Dave?
I just told you not to do this, Adam.
Okay.
Do it. Just like how Beverly Crusher had a son who has a British accent for no reason. Yeah.
He went to a British boarding school.
And it stuck.
Ashley, this one's for you. This really does follow the Hangover plot with a blackout on a pleasure planet at Vegas, a missing shuttle, the friend, a psychedelic atmosphere. Oh, also, the shuttle was found on top of a roof. And you remember
right. It would have been like if someone was missing, like if Pike was missing the whole episode and he was on the roof. Like I don't know. I guess that's too on the nose.
And then the structure.
Somehow
Obviously,
just
we had a
came out of the
scavenger
back
hunt
of it
mystery.
naked.
What'd you say, Ashley? Sorry.
I said, and someone was missing, and then just popped out of the back of the shuttle naked.
That
A naked cactus.
Well, the way Pike was going, it probably would have been him.
Yeah.
And then the core criticisms of this episode, and I'm dying to hear what Jim has to say here, but critics argue this episode was fun but flimsy, relying on contrived character conflict, recycled props, and low-stakes comedy that undercut Strange New World's usual emotional and thematic depth.
Yes.
I agree with that statement.
And also, it's just The Hangover.
It's kind of, Ashley, would you agree with those sentiments too? Those criticisms?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, on par with what you thought, right?
Same.
So
And
then
Shaggy
Geek
too.
notes, he's talking about Ortega's and Scotty feud, but he notes that the mutual antagonism doesn't actually make sense because they basically never interacted with each other before this season.
Mm-hmm.
And Trek Central calls the rivalry childish and doesn't belong on the bridge of the Federation's flagship.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, like this is the whole thing. Writers are always trying to find conflict between these characters, and they're always like, "No, they're professionals, and they wouldn't have all these conflicts, and they would just
How about
not
we
do
just have
that."
conflict with other alien species?
And writers are like, "That's boring. I need conflict with my characters." So.
And then finally here, I'll leave this one here. The finger loss joke lands poorly, Trek Core says, because it criticized that Scotty blew off his finger. Because James Doohan famously lost a finger in World War II and worked to hide it on camera. The joke is described as a little more than weird. More than a little weird. I think, and some fans think it crosses a line.
What?
I'm not sure I'm that hyper on it.
Yeah,
I think I respectfully disagree.
Oh,
that's a bit of a knee-jerk reaction.
I think they're crazy.
think.
Let's laugh a little bit about some stuff.
James Doohan's gone too.
As I think Ashley said, if I'm not wrong, is if it was the correct finger, that would have been a better tribute.
Like it would have been a good homage.
Yeah.
Well, I think that they didn't need to do the exact finger to make it work, and we all got it. And then finally, I'm going to leave it with this one. The core positive takeaways are the they praise the episode as being joyful, genre bending, and it lets the cast cut loose and deliver strong comedic beats. And I believe I agree with that. I think they did a great job in delivering the lines and just the scenes that were fun.
Genre bending.
That's I'm not
every
sure
episode.
No. Let's talk about that for a second, Jim. I don't think every episode. I think they had some stupid ones along the way.
Well, that's
about half of every season.
So it's not all genre bending. Some are just stupid.
Yeah. Here, this is a comment from a video about this episode, and the guy making the video did not like this episode, and this is one of the comments. They are only doing what they've been doing all along, catering to the lowest common denominator, which is the bulk of Star Trek audience for the last 17 years.
Why are you here? If you think that's the core issue of the last
reading somebody's
years?
comment. It's not
according to this comment.
You said you agree to it though.
I mean, for this particular show, if they have gotten so far away from what I think should have been like actual Star Trek, from what I recognize as actual Star Trek, and it's like every time this show starts up anew, they're just doing more and more. Let's do this in Star Trek, or let's do Event Horizon in Star Trek. It's just like I want to have just a back to basics Star Trek episode, like what the first episode of this season was. Sure, maybe a little cliche, maybe a little goofy, but it had that feeling to it, and I just want it back. That's.
I'm almost thinking is that it's time, like just when Enterprise ended, wager really, but it's time to take a break from shows for a while, maybe, and get back to movies. Who knows?
My feeling on that whole comment, and the part that I sort of do agree with, is like for the last 17 years, that comment goes back to 2009. That's when the Abrams movies start.
Yeah.
And that's basically when like the whole that's when like the Rick Berman era was really, really over, right?
Yeah.
And so it got more flashy and more action oriented and more like meant to please audiences.
Like
modernized, whatever. I think a lot of that's good stuff too, but like what I think is really missing is just an original science fiction idea in every episode.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because yes, the characters have to be likable and they have to care about each other. And they do all that well on the show. That part of it's all there. But like most of the time I'm not getting like an original story, like an original science fiction concept for the most part. They're either doing something that Star Trek's already done, or they're doing something that's kind of like it's science fiction adjacent, which is kind of what I would put in this category. But
so I think you're not wrong. Both of you aren't wrong. However, there is the longevity of the franchise that they're trying to, still carry this show into the 2020s here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, maybe this is the way to do it. 2009, whether you like it or not, brought a lot of new fans into the show.
Granted.
And
true.
It really did. And I think that, another one of those movies, whether we're going to get it or not, I don't think we are, but would be very, very good.
Well, that's one of the crux of this whole situation, is because the rumors I've been hearing is like whispers around Paramount is if this movie doesn't like qualify as a success, they're going to put a freeze on Star Trek for a long while, if not indefinitely. Supposedly. Again, this is like whispers, rumors, yada, yada, yada. But I guess the plan is put a freeze on television and show production, focus on the movie, see how that plays out, and then plan after that. And like, I guess things are kind of hinging on this movie for the future of it.
Well, I mean, here we go. It's 1979 again.
Yeah. The just history repeating itself. And you know what? Maybe it is time for another decent break for people to reset.
Dave will know this question. Dave, how long between, like, was it Deep Space Nine that finished last?
Yeah.
And
sorry, what's your question?
Enterprise.
Which series
Enterprise
ended like
finished.
in the before the 2000
Enterprise ends in 2005. So there's only 4 years between like when Enterprise ends and when that movie comes out.
So conceivably, I mean, with the end of Strange New Worlds next year, which they've already shot, which we know, we could be 2029 when this movie,
like if they've already started to get it ready,
2030, somewhere in there. Yeah,
it would be kind of funny if that movie came out like 2029, 1979. That'd be.
I'd be thrilled if they can turn around a movie faster than they can turn around a 10 episode season. So let's see if that's possible.
Good luck.
Anyway, that's enough of the facts for tonight. But
all right, well, thank you, Adam. That was a extended fun facts session, which I always welcome. Okay, let's get into ratings.
Did you just say sex session?
I didn't say sex session. It's a session.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I must have misheard.
It was a sexy fun session. There it is.
All right. Who would like to start us off tonight? I don't know where to start.
I can start you, I guess.
Jody, you set the tone here.
I think I said it at the beginning. Even though I have a lot of gripes with this episode, I still was somewhat entertained. So I'm gonna give this maybe a 6.
Okay. Do you want to give us ratings for your other two episodes? Well,
sure. The first one I'm gonna go 9.5.
Okay.
And then last week's I'm gonna go with like a 7.5, I guess, somewhere around there.
Okay. Adam, how about you next?
I'm going to give this a 10. I'm going to give last week's 10 a 10 too. Anything that, first of all, anything that can make me laugh during a show is good for me. And this was a good episode. Made me laugh several times. Last week actually made me scared, just like Event Horizon did, by the way. I don't like ghost stuff. But again, it elicited that feeling of being frightened, and I appreciate that. So I'm giving them all 10s.
Okay. We'll go to Jim next.
Well, like I said, this one didn't hurt me as much as last week's did, and if I go any lower than a 5 again, I'd end up have to like retroactively lower the episode 1 because it'd just be like a bait and switch situation. So I'll say 6 for this episode. It could have been a lot better. It could have been something that focused on Ortega and Scotty only and be a lot better in my eyes.
All right. Ashley.
5.
Okay. And Shaggy.
I had a lot more fun with this episode than last week. I'm going to give this a 7.5.
And while we're on the subject, you want to give last week's episode a rating?
I would like to give last week a 6.5, and I would like to give the first one another 7.5.
All righty. And that just leaves me. Okay, so despite all these critiques, and I agree with them largely, this was the one I enjoyed the most. It made me realize how much I guess I enjoyed it more than the first episode. So I'm lowering my episode 1 rating to 8, and I'm taking not 8, and I'm taking this one to 8.5. I think it's better for me. So anyway, we are averaging a 7.2 here tonight. The current IMDb score with 313 votes is 5.7, so closer to Ashley and Jody and Jim's ratings than the rest of us.
It's the lowest one, eh?
It's the lowest one, at least at this point.
For now,
EJR Griffin dropped to 7.1.
Griffin gave a 7.1.
No, IMDb.
Oh, it's dropped to 7.1.
Yeah, and the first one has gone up to 8.4.
I guess I'm wrong about that one. Anyway,
from the comments, we've got 5 from Norman and a
Norman
7. Norman did not like this.
Norman enjoys most episodes.
Yeah,
so,
and EJR gave it a 7.
Okay. All right. Well, so it's like we're all kind of like lukewarm. Some of us like it more than others here,
Yeah.
but like I enjoyed it. Like it was making me laugh. I was entertained. It's silly. It's goofy. It's a bit of a ripoff, sure, but in terms of just my enjoyment factor, it wasn't terrible. So
remember, the puppet episode is episode 5.
Okay. Well, Ashley's there for
the
it.
Transporter accident one.
Of course.
Well, that should be. I know Jody will be giving that.
That's never been done before.
Anyway, so that is our rating there for Human Best Friend. We will be back in a week's time to talk about the next episode. It's called A Case of Chiaroscuro. I don't know how to say that word. In the synopsis is Una is mistaken for a resistance leader and drawn into a struggle against Klingon occupation. So a more serious episode coming up, sounds like.
And we got Firefly coming back as well.
And we will be back on Monday. We took a week off because of the Canadian holiday, but we will be back on Monday for Ariel. So look out for season 1, episode 9 on our Monday night podcast. And you can go back and listen to the Trivial Debates Babylon 5 edition that just aired back on July 12th. And coming up on August 16th, we will be doing the 100th episode of Trivial Debates. It will feature myself, Jody, Jeff, and Kevin Millard. So look out for that in the near future. And I think that's all the plugs. Oh, and tonight on Hey, Did You See This One? Our friends over in the United Federation podcast, they are on live right now talking about the Animatrix. And I may pop in on them, just tell them I like it. So,
nice.
I did like the Animatrix, actually. Most of them.
It was fun.
All right. Well, we'll leave you with maybe maybe this one as we sign off for tonight. I'll see you next time here on Live Long and Podcast. Thanks to the whole panel.
That wasn't in the brochure. Well, it was. It was in the fine print. Well, actually, it's in the micro print, but the fine print clearly directs you to read the micro print. So really, it's all quite legally binding.
Beam up some Star Trek content with Live Long and Podcast. A roundtable movie discussion with Hey, did you see this one? And take a peek into the darkness with Heard Noise, Must Investigate with Michael Chan. Watch us duke it out on trivial debates. And let's chat about TV with the Super Mato Brothers. It's all here on the United Federation of Podcasts.